Welcome back to Malaysia's second, sorry about loud noise, to Malaysia's second Premier Challenge for the Pokémon VGC Championship Series. And today we'll be at Game Plan at Paruk, where we're at the second round of Swiss today. So, of course, this is the beginning of the 2017 VGC season, but since we haven't gotten Sun and Moon yet, we'll still be using the 2016 rule set. So today we'll be bringing you the match between Gary Ng Yong Jam and Fadil Farhan. As you can see now on screen, Gary is the person who won the first 2017 PC tournament that happened, if I'm not mistaken, last month at Impulse Gaming. And as well as Fadil, he's been a very consistent competitor in Malaysia's VGC circuit. So as you can see on the team, Gary is carrying Kyogre, Gengar, Groudon, Thundurus, Salamence and Smeargle, whereas Fadil is carrying Kyogre, Groudon, Kangaskhan, Crobat, Celia and Salamence. So both seem to be carrying very similar teams, where both of them are using double primals and Salamence, but Fadil here opting for Kangaskhan as a dual mega option and Crobat as Priscilla as speed control, whereas you have Thundurus and Gengar on Gary's side to be his form of speed control in a sense. So we'll be looking from Gary's point of view. So as you can see in the small screen, Mochi is Fadil, and once again his team you can see on screen is Kyogre, Groudon, Kangaskhan, Crobat, Priscilla and Salamence. So without further ado, now we're just gonna wait for them to start the match, and let's hope for the best for both of them. Well, with both teams carrying dual primals, you can see how the synergy works is between what used to be Groudon coming in first maybe, or even Kyogre, but generally both Pokemon, Groudon and Kyogre, they carry so much firepower that they are able to more or less sweep through opponent teams so long as they have speed control, which you can see in the form of Crobat, Priscilla, Thundurus and Gengar, or even Smeargle, which can now. As you can see, the match starts now, so we'll see what leads they choose to bring. So Fadil, you're going with Crobat and Kyogre lead, and we have here Smeargle and Groudon lead. Now, depending, okay, so this could mean that Fadil's Kyogre is faster due to the fact that primal reverted before Groudon, but it could also just means the speed high. So here we see Groudon going through his primal reversion, having a very cheeky name there in reference to one of our friends. So what I assume here is that Tailwind could go off, or a Taunt from that Crobat. That Crobat here is positioned to do a lot of things. Now unfortunately, due to the fact that Kyogre had primal reverted first, it does not get its weather up in this one Primordial Sea. So water attacks won't be able to go through, and Gary's Groudon is able to pull off an Eruption, a Precipice Blades, any move that he chooses to. And of course the Smeargle is also pretty much free to go for a Taunt. I mean, a Dark Void or a Transform, or probably even just a Spiky Shield in order to predict. And yeah, here we go. Smeargle instead does not choose to protect, and Assault Sense from the Groudon here after it was been Super Fang. Now I assume here a Dark Void is going off, but no, it goes actually Ice Beaming straight into the Groudon. This will do a lot of damage, not picking up the KO, and here goes the Dark Void. I'm thinking that Fadil had actually and no! The Kyogre actually manages to avoid the Dark Void, giving it another chance to maybe, just maybe, get the KO on the Groudon. But here I'm assuming that a Protect from the Groudon and another Dark Void from the Smeargle would just take things up from there. So, what will the Smeargle do? I'm really thinking that another Dark Void is very apt here, but we cannot exclude the fact that there is still the Crobat on field, which the only way you can properly hit it is probably Rock Slide, but since we saw Swords Dance, it probably doesn't have Rock Slide to cover for flying types. Maybe it has Fire Punch. But here we go, Kyogre actually going for a Protect, waiting for another turn for the Crobat to wake up. Follow me, obviously, there. So, maybe what Abdul is hoping is that his Crobat will wake up the next turn, so it will be able to launch off attack. Now, even with Groudon already being at a very low HP, with Crobat being at a very slow speed, I mean Crobat being fast but asleep, and potentially with it being unable to attack for the next turn, the Groudon is pretty much free to launch off another Precipice Blades or even a Fire Punch into any Pokemon it wishes. And with that Swords Dance boost, is very dangerous. So you can see how Gary chooses to play with his form of Primals, where he supports it with the Smurgle. So here we go, another Follow Me. Now that's very obvious there. I don't think that should be any different. And and it actually wakes up Super Fang straight into the Follow Me Smurgle. And one Fire Punch into the Crobat. Now will this pick up the KO? Yes, under the sun, a +2. Fire Punch stab from a Primal Groudon will definitely earn. An Ice Beam here definitely will take out the Smurgle. Very nice, very nice. So as you can see, Kyogre went first and Groudon also went first. So you can see that they are actually going through a speed tie in a sense. Here you go, Kangaskhan actually comes out very great. And a Salamence. Now, I would say that Fadil is in the upper hand, since if he picks out the Groudon, he takes it out. And if the Salamence can't really pick up the KO or anything, it's a free Ice Beam from the Kyogre into the Salamence slot, which is an easy KO there. So an obvious play here would probably be that a fake out onto the Groudon slot and Ice Beam into the Salamence slot. Not looking very good unless he chooses to Tailwind here. But even then, the Kangaskhan is not taking out Sucker Punch, will still take out the Groudon because it's already at such a low HP level. So as you can see right here, what we have is Kangaskhan Mega Evolve, probably going for the fake out, I assume, into the Groudon slot. If Groudon doesn't protect it, it's going out. Yep, Groudon does go for a protect. And there it is. So fake out, yep, and here we go into a double edge. Will this pick up the KO? That's the question. Oh no, actually goes into the Kyogre slot. Does not pick up the KO. Ice Beam will take it out. There we go. There goes 2 Pokemon down from Gary's side. Does not look good. The Kangaskhan is basically at full HP. It's not the nerf version you see in Sun and Moon, where it already does 1.25 damage extra. So Kyogre comes back in. Now, he can just go for an easy double edge here. I'm assuming that Fadil has his Groudon at the back, which is very beneficial. So here the Kangaskhan can make a very easy game here. Just go for a double edge onto the Groudon, if it's max speed, of course. So what Gary could do is go for another Swords Dance maybe, but we don't know how long he can keep it up. I mean, assuming Gary's Kyogre is not max speed, Gary's Kyogre can just go for a very easy Ice Beam or just another Water Spout or an Origin Pulse and KO, as you know, because it speed ties with Gary's Primal Groudon. But here the Kangaskhan is in the strongest position. And yep, going for another Protect, actually getting off the double Protect right there. But here, the question is, what will the Kangaskhan go for? Actually goes for a double. Oh! He went for the Kyogre. And amazing there. Is it a prediction? We don't know, but an easy to hit KO there. Does he go for an Origin Pulse or a Water Spout? So there we go, going Origin Pulse. And hits the Kyogre. Now, depending on what Gary's Kyogre goes for, I'm assuming it also goes for an Origin Pulse. Will it pick up the KO on the opposing? No, actually it goes for a Scout. Will this burn? But I don't think it... And actually it does pick up the KO. Was that a critical hit? No, it was not. And the Kangaskhan goes down here. But I still think that Fadil made the best play. Here comes Groudon. As long as this Groudon is fast, it can still pull off an amazing feat. Or if Precipice Blades miss, we don't know. So, primary version here goes for Groudon. And now this Kyogre. Basically now Gary is relying on his Groudon to pick up the KOs. And if it hits, then Gary probably wins this match. But provided that he actually hits with Precipice Blades, of course, knowing that how Precipice Blades has a very iffy accuracy right now. So I'm really unsure whether that it will go for it. Now, actually no, Ice Cream goes first. Goes into Kyogre slot. What is he doing? And the Precipice Blades, why did he not go straight into the Groudon? That was a perfect hit there. This is very curious play for Fadil here. Maybe it was a misplay right there, we don't know. But Gary manages to take up the win here. Fadil could have won. I don't know what went through his head there. But as you can see, very curious turn of events right there. Maybe he was expecting a triple protect. Maybe he was doing some MLG plays, picking up the KO. But we don't know at the end of the day because I still think that the Ice Beam into the Groudon was the best play there. It would have picked up the KO on the Groudon and his Groudon would have easily just KO'd Gary's Kyogre right there. It was a win there, but maybe it was a misplay. Maybe he just, he screwed up a little there. So a loss there on Fadil's side, but congratulations to Gary nonetheless for winning. We'll see you for the next match, the third Swiss round. Catch you later.